Welcome back, guys. In this session we are going to talk about list. Now here let me just give it in this double quotes like this. Okay, now we are going to see what list data type is. Okay, and to create a list we use this square brackets. Okay, now if I say numbers, okay, is equal to, I'm going to use square brackets like this, then let's add few numbers like this. So this is a list. Okay, and now to print this particular list, all we have to do, see, we have to just say print nums. Okay, so now let's run this program and a list is what will get printed. Okay, one more way of printing this list is using the for loop, that is for I in nums. We can use this and we can say print all the values of I. Now each value 11, 22, 33, these are I right now. Okay, so now let's save this and run. Okay, we are going to get the output like this. Okay, and we can also use the range function for this. Okay, that is for I in range. Okay, we can say like this, from 0 it has to start till the last index, so that we are going to use the length function, the length of all these numbers. It has to continue till there, and then it has to print whatever numbers of that particular indexes I, like this. Let's save it and let's run the program. So this is how these are the ways in which a list can be printed. Okay, now let us I'll comment these things. Okay, now to print each and every value, okay, or any specific value from the list, we have the index values. Okay, we can directly use the indexes like this. See, let's say if I want to print what is at index 5, okay, so it is going to say 66 like this. Okay, then if I want to print everything from the start till end, we can use the angular brackets one more time, and then first we can write 0, then put colon symbol, and it will print from the beginning till the end like this. Okay, now we can also say like this, print, okay, nums angular bracket, sorry, square brackets, first put colon symbols, okay, and then just leave it. Okay, if you do this also, okay, everything from starting till end it is going to print. Okay, now if I do this, print nums of, I'm going to put colon, okay, and at the right side of the colon I'm going to say till the length of this nums. Okay, then let's run this. It is going to start from the beginning up till the end. Okay, now if I want to slice, okay, means I'll use the nums square bracket. Okay, I want to see from the third index, okay, and only up till 7th index I want to see. So here I will give 8. Okay, because always the outside boundary will be reduced by 1. Okay, so let's see guys, from the third index till the 7th index it has printed. Okay, now let us say we want to print, okay, by skipping one number in between. So in this nums, okay, I'm going to say you start from 0 itself, okay, until the last value, that is till the entire length of nums. Okay, then again put colon, and here if I give 2, okay, from start till end it is going to keep skipping one number in between. Okay, so now let's run this. See guys, it is printed 11, it has skipped 22, then 33, 44, it has skipped till 99. You can see like this. And if you want to skip 2 numbers, then this has to be given as 3. So let me just write it one more time over here, and this I'll put it as 3. Now if I run this, okay, we are going to see only 11, 44 and 77. Okay, now coming to like this, I'll say n. Okay, and I want to keep all the numbers. Okay, no skipping or anything this time. Okay, but let me say like this, n is a list which has values from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, and let's say 10, okay, 11, like this. Okay, and now I want to add more values into this variable n, okay, which is a list of numbers from 1 to 11. Okay, so we just have to say n dot append. There is one append method, okay, and I will say 12 inside this. Okay, then after adding the value, let's print out the value of n. So if I run this program right now, see guys, at the end 12 is going to get added. Okay, now next let me just comment these values. Okay, now coming back here at the bottom, now let's just say n, okay, is an empty list. Okay, if you don't write anything, it is an empty list like this. Okay, now what you can do is you can also use a for loop like this, for I in range. Okay, see, from 1 to 11, okay, which means from 1 to 10. Okay, in n dot you can append all the values of I. Okay, I is 1 2 3 4 like that. It is going to start and it is going to append in the value or the list n. Okay, so we are going to see the list like this. Oh, sorry, I have printed the value of I itself. Okay, n dot append all the value of I. Okay, and here outside we are going to print the value of n. So let's save it and let's run it. But before that, let's just comment this one out. Okay, so let's save it and this one. Now if I run this, okay, we can create a list like this just by using the for loop as well. Okay, so these are all the natural numbers. Now if I want to create, okay, only a list of odd numbers or even numbers, I can do like this, for I in range, okay, let's say from 1 to 21. Okay, I want to add all the numbers, odd numbers, okay, or even numbers, both are fine. Okay, I will say n dot append. First what I will do, I will say 2, or we can directly use the range function as well. Okay, here only I can say like this, range 2. Okay, and you append all the values of I like this. And now let's just save it and run the program. Okay, so here I will print the value of n. Now let's just run the program. See guys, it is printing from 1 to 21. Okay, like this, 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like this. Okay, now here let's remove this. Okay, and here let me give like this, 2 star I. Okay, since it is starting from 1, 2 ones are 2 like that. Okay, and we are going to get we'll just reduce this to 10. Okay, now if I run this program, okay, we are going to get 1 second here, here we are going to get like this. Okay, this let me just comment off this one. Okay, simply it is getting confusing. Okay, like this, 2 4 6 8 10 till 20. Okay, so this is how we can get all the even numbers. Now if I say like this, minus 1 value from each value of 2 into I, okay, then we have appended all the odd numbers, okay, from 1 to 10 like this. Okay, so now let me just remove of this. Okay, let me just comment this one out. Okay, next here what I will do, I will create one even numbers, okay, a list of even numbers, and say those numbers are like this, 2 4 6 like this, 2 4 6 8 and 10. Okay, just like this. I will create some odd numbers as well, odd number list. Okay, saying that 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, now what happens if we say print, okay, this even plus odd. Okay, if you are doing this, what will happen is, first it is going to display even numbers, then it is going to display the odd numbers. Okay, so next if I say like this, print, okay, even comma odd like this. If I say but first before going there, you have to note the output of this particular statement, even plus odd. We are getting single list. Okay, it has combined both the list and given us the output as a single list. Now here even comma odd will give us two separate lists. Okay, one only even numbers and one only odd numbers. Okay, like this. Okay, now let us do one thing. Let us say all numbers, okay, is equal to this even plus odd. Okay, and let's print all the numbers, all numbers. Now if I run this, it is going to give me what? First the odd numbers, sorry, even numbers, and then the odd numbers. Okay, but in order to sort all the numbers, okay, we have the sort function. What we can say is all numbers dot, we can use the sort function, okay, and reassign that value into all numbers itself. Okay, like this, all numbers. Okay, now we will use the print statement, print all numbers. Let's save it and let's run the list. Okay, so it says none y. Okay, or numbers dot sort. Okay, let me just remove that. Yes. Okay, now all numbers dot sort. Okay, but here one thing we have to note, that inside the print statement, if I have used the sort function, okay, it is going to give me error. Okay, like this. If I run this right now, okay, let us do like this. Let me just comment off this, save it, and let's run this. Okay, it's going to say none. Okay, because we cannot use the print statement inside, sorry, we cannot use the sort statement inside the print statement. Okay, so let us remove this comment also, and let us remove this sort function. Okay, sort function from here, and type it like this. Okay, now if I run this, we are going to get the output like this. Okay, but we have one more function called as sorted. Okay, sorted function is there. Okay, that we can use inside the print function. Okay, so like this. Let me just write down here. First, let me just comment off this. Okay, now here I will say inside the print statement only, saying that sorted. Okay, sorted all numbers, like this. Okay, print sorted numbers. Okay, now let's run this, and we'll be able to see the sorted even plus odd numbers, like that. Okay, now here if suppose if you want to delete any value or anything, okay, there is a keyword called as delete itself. Okay, we have to use that one. Okay, it's not a function. So from n, okay, maybe from n I want to delete something. Okay, we can use like this. First what I will do, what is the value of wait, this is all numbers, right? Here let's take this odd number. Okay, let's take this odd numbers only. Okay, and let's say from odd, okay, I'm going to delete. Okay, delete, let's say 10, like this. Okay, so let me come here, and we will do like this. What we will do from this odd numbers, okay, let us delete few things. Like let's say I want to remove this 5 from that. So what I will do, I will say odd dot, okay, we have this remove function. Okay, instead of delete, we will use this remove function and say you have to remove this 5 from that. Okay, then after removing the 5, let's print that odd number, like this. Let's save it and let's run. Okay, see guys, that 5 is removed from that. Right now here let me add one more. Okay, let me use one more function that is called as pop. Okay, what pop function does is it removes the last element from that. Okay, so here I will say it like this. Okay, in the print statement, odd dot pop. Okay, whatever number it is going to remove, okay, that value we are going to print it in this one. Okay, run as a list. See guys, the 9 has got removed. Okay, then after removing after using the pop function, let us print the value of odd numbers one more time. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, see guys, our odd numbers are left with only 1, 3 and 7. Okay, but since we have removed the 5 and 9, okay, we can also insert, okay, using the insert function. I can say like this, odd dot insert, okay, at this particular index, so 0, 1, 2. Okay, at second index I want to insert the value 5. Okay, so after inserting the value, let's say to print the value of what is the odd list. Okay, so let's run it and see guys, at the second index we have added the value 5 one more time. Now let us see the use of this del keyword. Okay, now if you say delete odd of let's say whatever is there at the first index, okay, and then after which we are going to print the odd numbers, okay, odd number list. Okay, now please note that here we have given the index value 1. Okay, if I run it, okay, whatever it has removed 3. Okay, it has removed 3 because 3 is at the first index. Okay, we can use like this also, the delete function. I mean, it's not a function, it's a keyword. But now if you want to delete all the list items, then we can use the clear function. So I will use it like this. Okay, say I'll odd dot, I will use the clear function. Okay, once after clearing everything, let's see if I print odd numbers, okay, what we are going to get. Let's run the program. See guys, it's an empty list right now. So these are the ways you can add or delete items into your list. Okay, now let me just comment this out. Okay, now let's see how we can copy one list into another list. Okay, so let me just get rid of all the white spaces here. Like this. Now here let me take n1. Okay, n1 is a list, okay, in which I have elements like this and 88. Okay, now this I want to copy into n2, okay, which is an empty list, suppose. Okay, now you just have to say n2 is equal to, okay, n1 dot, you have to use the n1 dot copy. Okay, copy, copy, the copy function. Okay, and assign all the values into n2. So now let's print n2 and run the program. See guys, n2 is getting printed as 11, 22, 33. Okay, so this is one way of copying an entire list, okay, into another list. Okay, let me just comment off these things also as well. Okay, so let us run this program one more time. Okay, so here we are printing the n2 value, okay, second numbers. So similarly we can also copy the entire list using a function called as list function. Okay, we have this list function. Okay, suppose I have this n1 over here. Let me copy this one more time. Okay, and I want to copy all the values of n1 into, let's say, n3. Okay, now here I will say like this, n3 is equal to list of these numbers n1. Okay, so let me write this n1 value inside the list function like this, and then later on we will print the value of n3. Okay, so now let's save it and I'll comment this one out. Okay, so now we are printing the value of n3. Okay, so this is n3. So this is the way you can copy a list into another list by using either the copy function or the list function. Just to summarize, so let me just print all the list related methods over here like this. Okay, so let me just, okay, these are all the methods, okay, specifically used for list. Okay, like we have append, clear, count. Okay, we have not used count, we will use that. Okay, see guys, here let me just create this list one more time over here, and let's say I want to count how many times 11 is there in my list. So let me add a few more times like this. Okay, so totally now 3 times 11 is there. So I want to print that in n1 dot count, okay, the variable 11, how many times it comes. So if I run this, it's going to say we have 3 times. Okay, so this is how 11 is going to get the count is going to get printed. So here let me add a value called as -5. Okay, now we have some Python functions which we can use on this list as well. So that is like this, printing the entire length of n1. Okay, it is going to give number of characters which are present inside the list. Okay, similarly we can print which is the minimum value. There is a min function in n1. Okay, so let's run the program and it is going to say -5 is the least one. Okay, similarly we can print what is the maximum value, okay, in n1. So let's save this and run the program. So it is saying that 88 is the maximum value in this list. We can also use the in operator as well as the not in operator as well on the list. Okay, say like this. Okay, now if I want to check whether the 55, okay, the number 55 is present in the list or not. Okay, see here I can say like this. Okay, but I will have to loop. Okay, I will have to loop over the numbers and check, or let's say we can do like this or not, like if the number 55 in n1, okay, like this, let's print, okay, like this, I will say here in present, like this. Okay, or else we will say not present. Let's save it and let's comment these one out. Okay, now let's run this. So it is saying it is present. Okay, now similarly we can use the not in operator also. See like this, let's say I am trying to find whether 100, okay, 100, if it's not in n1, you print it is not present, like this. But if it is there, then say it is present. Okay, so now let's run this and it is saying yes, 100 is not present. Okay, so now let's add 100 over here in the list, save it and let's run it again. See guys, now it is saying it is present. So this was all about the list type of collections, as you can say. Okay, so I'll see you in the next topics. Okay, thank you very much for watching guys.